A golden day should come in our life where all through the day we are in the thought of the divine, and we are very sensible about it, that we are protecting that mood at every cost and price and sacrifice. Only to such people, slowly, the internal malinyam, impurities of rajas, tamas go away. Slowly, the sattva becomes stronger. Only in the sattva becoming stronger, that tattva avagahana, that is understanding, tattva vicharana, that's contemplation, tattva dhyana, that is meditation, and tattva anubhuti, the experience, will come to us. So may the divine bless us, Guru's bless us in this regard. Now let us do the Abhaya Pratishtha chanting of Taittiriyam, Dvitiya, Brahmananda Valli for our chanting before we go to study with Bhashyam. Few more days left for us to conclude this great Upanishad. We have our Yoga Darshanam followed by this with Vyasa Bhashyam. We have Mundaka Upanishad again in the 11 o'clock class. Then we have beautiful Gita going on, 10th chapter. 2 days more, Arjuna will ask the Vibhutis, Bhagavan starts telling them and doing sadhana vimukti. You all also, though we mention it for the youth, but every one of you can listen those Gita classes happening at 11 o'clock. Short and sweet, just 20 minutes only we are doing continuously from so many days from Shloka 1. That's very useful. Evening in the Bhagavad Mahapuranam, Jarasandha eliminated, Sahadeva is made as the king, Rajasuya Yaga will be there today, Shishupala Vadha. So too, Kumbhakarna will be eliminated in our Adhyatma Ramayana class. In this way, whole day we are trying to put ourselves in the divine. Now, while doing so, we are only the getting benefit of growing spiritually. We are not going to lose anything. If at all we lose those things which are worthy of losing, the whole worldliness and all of that. Therefore, with this clarity, we have to give chance to ourselves to become more and more divinized. Let us start the chanting. Om Asadva idamagra asit tato vai sadajayata tadatmanaggasvayam kuruta tasmat tat sukrutamucchata iti yadvai tat sukrutam raso vai saha रसगह्येवायं लब्ध्वानन्दे भवति को ह्येवान्यात् कः प्राण्यात् यदेश आकाश आनन्दो न स्यात् एष ह्येवानन्दयाति यदा ह्येवैष एतस्मिन् दृश्येनात्म्ये निरुक्ते निलयने अभयं प्रतिष्ठां विन्दते अतसो भयं गतो भवति यदा हेवैष एतस्मिन्नुदरमन्तरं कुरुते अथ तस्य भयं भवति तत्त्वेव भयं विदुषो मन्वानस्य तदप्येष श्लोको भवति ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ ॐ नमो ब्रह्म ॐ ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्यासम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ॐ निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ॐ जगतीमवितुं कलिताकृतयो विचरन्ति महामहसच्चलतः अहिमांशुरिवात्र विभासि गुरो भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम् ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। ओम परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रुतिमात्रे नमः। समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। वेदव्यास वैशम्पायन याज्ञवल्क्याद्य शङ्करादिगुरुभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। तेषां सर्वेषां कृपा अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधसिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थानजागरणविश्वव्याप्तिद्वारा विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति द्वारा विश्व शांति कल्याणेकता प्राप्त्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये कंकणबद्ध समस्त साधक भक्त सेवकानां बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन निवारण द्वारा शक्ति साधना संपदा सानुकूल्यतानां प्राप्ति द्वारा नित्य निरंतर धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजयार्थमस्माकमपि क्षेमस्थैर्यादि आयुरारोग्यादि श्रद्धा भक्त्यादि प्राप्त्यर्थं श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदांतर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम यस्माज्जातं जगत्सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रलीयते येनेदं धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः। यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरचयिनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते। ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः। नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम अथ तृतीया भृगुवल्ली। ओम अथ षष्ठोऽनुभागः। ओम आनंदो ब्रह्मेति व्यजानात् आनन्दाद्येव खल्विमानि भूतानि जायन्ते आनन्देन जातानि जीवन्ति आनन्दं प्रयन्त्यभिसंविशन्तीति सैषा भार्गवी वारुणी विद्या परमे व्योमन् प्रतिष्ठिता य एवं वेद प्रतिष्ठति अन्नवानन्नादो भवति महान् भवति प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसेन महान् कीर्त्या। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Friends, in the sixth anuvaka of this Bhrugu Valli, we have three shlokas. Each of them are so important, so powerful, so inspiring. Therefore, we must thoroughly catch them. The first mantra is that where the Bhrugu has concluded his tapaha of meditation and contemplation and discovered what he sought, guided by the Guru, directed by the Guru, but did his own complete efforts of tapasya, and he discovered. And what he discovered? Anando Brahma iti Vyajanat. So the pure inner Ananda or the bliss itself is the Brahma. So we should know the conditional bliss. Then, when the conditions are eliminated, what remains is the unconditional, pure, infinite, blissful self. Ananda, Deva Kalimani, Bhutani Jayante, all of that. So, in the first mantra, the discovery is beyond the Vijnanamaya Kosha. Inside Vijnanamaya Guha, in that Chid Akasha, when the Jnata has dropped, the Jnatrutva by dropping the means of knowledge as well as knowledge. Jnaya Vastu and Jnana when he drops, then the Tripati goes away. In the absence of the Tripati, this effortless, causeless, eternal, pure conscious self whose nature is existence is experienced. That experience is called as bliss. Unsullied, unconditional, uncontaminated, purer than the purest bliss. That is called as Ananda Brahma. So the Ananda Maya Kosha and Ananda Brahma. Kosha where the Vritti is there reflecting Ananda. And that Vritti Rahita, pure existence, pure consciousness is bliss and that I am. So the Brahma is Ananda Swarupa, that Ananda Brahma Swarupa is me, it is only Anubhava Gamya. So that is how he has reached. In explaining this first line, our Shankara Bhagavan says, how did he discover it? Tapasa eva sadhanena bhruguhu. Therefore, Anandam Brahma Vijnatavan tapasa eva sadhanena bhruguhu. Only by the tapasya named sadhana, the Bhrugu has discovered the Brahma. Therefore, tasmat Brahma vijijnasuna. Anyone who wants to have the Brahma Anubhuti, Bahya Antahkarana Samadhana Lakshanam Paramam Tapaha Sadhanam Anushteyam iti Prakarana Arthaha. Anyone who wants to have the Brahma Vijnana, Brahma Jignasa, what sadhana he has to do and how it has to be done as Anushtanam. The sadhana is ki tapaha. And what is tapaha? Paramam tapaha. What is paramam tapaha? Many sadhanas we do on the name of Namasya. But the purpose of all of them and the ultimate of all of them is Bahya Antaha Karana Samyak Adhanam is Paramam Tapaha. So in that Samadhanam, the first stage is bringing them from their outward extroverted licentious travel into our own control. Then making them single pointed. समाधानों का ऐसा अर्थ होता है. Then that single pointed faculties applied in search of that self or the Hrudaya Akasha Antargata, the Brahma Atma Vastu. In the search of it, what happens? The instrument and the one me who is using instrument, we get dissolved in the experience of that self. That's called as Brahma Prapti or Ananda Prapti. This tapasya is the only sadhana which helps us. Therefore, Anushteyam iti prakarana arthaha. Therefore, that is what is to be done. Now remember, if you are at that highest level of Upanishad of Parama Viveka, Parama Vairagya, all that. If not, starting from the earlier sadhanas, you have to slowly equip ourselves to come to this level. So, in this way, the Brahma Prapti sadhana is being explained here as Tapasya. Thereafter, now, in the second mantra of the sixth Anuvakam, the topic is what? Adhuna Akhyayikatah Apasrutya Shruti Svena Vasanena Akhyayikayaha Nirvartyam Artham Achaste. So, the complete, conclusive, established fact of this entire Bhrugu Akhya, Bhrugu Varuna Akhya, Shruti Mata having come out of that story, putting in front of us. Why this story was discussed, what we have to learn from that story. Saisha Bhargavi Varuni Vidya Parame Vyoman Pradeshtita Ya Evam Veda Pratitishthati. Be careful in this understanding of this particular mantra because we miss it. We just either get misunderstanding or lost if we are not very careful. So, Sa Esha Bhargavi. Why it is called Bhargavi Vidya? Bhruguna Vidita. Bhrugu has known it, therefore it is mentioned as Bhargavi Vidya. So, whenever we mention it as Bhargavi Vidya, two things are understood. One, it is the Brahma Prapti Vidya. Second is how Bhrugu has worked hard through tapasya to reach to that Vidya. These two are reminded Whenever we listen this Vidya to be Bhargavi. So to Varuni. Why it is called Varuni Vidya? Because Varunena Prokta. His own father Guru, the Varuna ji has spoken. So whenever we listen this as Varuni Vidya, the father's delicate, dedicated, and beautiful bringing up of the son, so that the son will seek only the Brahma Tattva. So too, when the son sought the Brahma Tattva from no one but his own father, father gave the knowledge, gave the inspiration and guidance for sadhana, and his son did not become Arthak, Dharma, Kama Kami, he became Moksha Kami, and he reached that the Moksha Anubhuti also. So that's how the Bhargavi Varuni Vidya names will really help us, inspire us, send that thought in us that we also, even we are in Grihastha Ashrama, finally we have to aim at only the Brahma Vidya and Bhagavad Brahma. Every father, head of the family, should keep that as an ultimate goal. Same thing he should tell the children. It's a luckiest combination that in one life only, the father himself, like Varuna, is a realized saint, and the son also is like Bhrugu, learning from that father and getting the Atmanubhuti. A very beautiful combination. It can be done. An example is this only. This example also, then Shvetaketu example also, all of them talk this only. Now, Sa Esha Bhargavi Braguna Vidita Varunena Prokta Varuni Vidya. Now, Parame Vyoman. This is what is the point I was saying. We have to be very carefully observing. Parame Vyoman Hrudaya Akasha Guhayam. That is the meaning of Parame. Hrudaya Akasha Guhayam Parame Anande. Anande Advaite, Advaite, Pratishtita, Parisamapta. So, the Vidya, Brahma Vidya, Atma Vidya, Bhargavi Vidya, Varuni Vidya, where did it start? Started from Anna. What was the inquiry? Are the Brahma Lakshanas satisfied by this Anna or not? Appearing to be some extent, but not complete. Therefore, Annamaya rejected Brahma Vidya, continued. Then Pranamaya took to be the Brahman for some time. But when the inquiry scrutinization became little subtler, Pranamaya also found not to be satisfying all Brahma Lakshana. Therefore, Prana is not Brahma. See, Annam Brahmeti Janat, Pranam Brahmeti Janat, in that way. So, slowly, up to Vijnanam Brahmeti. There also, it was not complete. Therefore, that also is dropped. Tapaha continued. Brahma Vidya Prapti ke liye. In that tapasya of inquiry of Brahma Vastu, where it reached Anando Brahmeti. So this Brahma Vidya pursuit, theoretical knowledge followed by the tapasya of Samadhanam of the Bhyayantakarana, then focusing on the Hridaya Akasha, Pratishtita, where did it went, ended, completed? ओके प्रतिष्ठिता मतलब परिसमाप्त हो गया कहाँ जाकर रुक गए like when I travel I end my travel somewhere where I have to reach a destination. After that I don't travel anymore. When I come from office I will go on traveling. हाँ जितना भी डिस्टेंस हो मुंबई लाइक जगह 3 3 घंटे बेचारे जाते हैं सुबह और शाम ऑफिस जाना ऑफिस जाना बट वंस द रीच द हाउस फ्रॉम ऑफिस no more travel. Here also, Parame Vyoman Pratishtha. Saisha Bhargavi Varini Vidya. Parame Vyoman Pratishtita means what? This Vidya gets Pratishtita, Parisamapta, in taking the sadhaka, the Bhrugu, to his Brahma Anubhuti. Where is it? Ki Parame Vyoman means Hridaya Akasha Guhayam Parame Anande Advaite Pratishtita. Paradishita means Parisamapta. Means it concluded in giving us the Ananda Advaita Paramatma in the Hrudaya Akasha Guha. Clear? Now what we have to catch here is ki that Vijnanamaya Kosha, विज्ञानमय कोश के पीछे गुहा, that is called as Hridaya Akasha Guha. In that, now to name, we have to name it as the pure conscious existence, which is Advaita, which is Ananda. There, this Vidya has concluded. Means beyond that, the Vidya is not required. Vidya of the theoretical knowledge, practice of that called as tapasya. Because वहाँ उसका प्रतिष्ठा हो गया. There, the destination is reached. Beyond that, nothing more to travel. In this way, Parame Vyuman Pratishtita. Hridaya Akasha Guhayam Parame Anande Advaite Pratishtita. Remember, there is no Vastu like Brahman, contacting which I, the other than Brahman, is becoming Anandi. This is in the samsara, it happens. In the Vyavahara. But here, I myself am Brahman, that Brahman itself is the meaning of the word, meaning of the Chitta, meaning of the Ananda. Or Satyam Jnanam Anantam. That itself is called as Hridaya, Hridaya Guha, Akasha. Now, so many words when we listen, and for these words, we have the worldly meaning. So, taking that worldly meaning, if you go in search of the thing in that way, we won't find it. Hridaya itself is Guha. Hridaya Guha itself is Akasha. Akasha itself is Chitta. Chitta itself is Sat. Sat itself is Brahma. That Brahma itself Ananda. Ananda itself is Brahma. That Brahma is me. It is an Anubhuti, that's it. Upadi Rahita Anubhuti. Atyanta Sukshmati Sukshma Anubhuti it is. This Vidya takes us there. It's not at all difficult to understand. Like even now, it's an Anubhuti, like I'm a Swami or I'm a man. So this Anubhuti, though body is not me, but still with the body, I'm a man. That Anubhuti don't we feel continuously. So to a doctor, Anubhuti he has through the Upadhis. So Sopadhika Anubhuti when it comes to him through the Upadhi, then just to drop the Upadhi, then also the Anubhuti comes. That Anubhuti is this one. हृदयाकाश गुहायां परमे आनंदे अद्वैते प्रतिष्ठिता परिसमाप्ता भवति. So there concludes Annamayad Atmana Adi Pravritta, which started from Annamaya as an Atma. Slowly Adi Pravritta, inquiry karte we have reached. So that Hridaya Akasha Advaita Ananda Sachit Brahma is the one which fulfills this thing. यतो वा इमानि भूतानि जायन्ते येन जातानि जीवन्ति यत् प्रयन्ति अभिसंविशन्ति. From the, be attentive, the worldly Rupa Nama standpoint, it appears and true also that it is Shunya. But from that Paramatma standpoint, what is that certifying that Shunya or the absence of the gross subtle causal world, that pure conscious existence is full, Purna, it is complete. Now, yesterday when we are hearing about Kumbhakarna doing stuti of Rama, earlier also, how many times it was said Rama is Purna, Paripurna, Anandagana, all of that mention this only. What problem with us is key, only this key, existence and knowing the things means only when they are in one or the other स्थूल सूक्ष्म कारण रूप. ऐसा है तो ही अस्तित्व है, ऐसा है तो ही अनुभव है. In this strong, wrong, incomplete notion, we being so, we just find it to be vague that how come there can be an experience without the Jnata, Jnana, Jneya, Triputi. You understand? Because of overpowering effect of our having experiences like this. Now, only one example is what again of Nidra. So where is in Nidra Jnata Jnanam Gneyam? Abhava Pratyalamana. But then did you experience the bliss or not? Yeah. In the same way, the without the vrittis, without the Jnata Jnana Gneya Triputi, the Anubhava is possible. That is the true Anubhava of the self. That is the true self. This is where we have to be very careful. In the ignorance of that, the whole world not only got projected, but is given such a delusory reality value that we are not able to accept the presence of the pure Brahman beyond all that. Like anything in the world, a chain smoker, he cannot accept the possibility of being without smoking, even though he sees so many people in his own life around himself, his own family members. वो करते ही नहीं smoke, उसको लगता ही नहीं कि उसके बिना नहीं जी सकते हैं. That is a fixed. Like that, hundreds of examples you can see. That is the way. That's the only way. A drunkard, he'll have to have it. People, every one of us are fixed in our mind regarding some things without which the life is impossible. That's what we think. In the same way, it's in the notion that I have to exist only through the Upadi as Jiva. Nirupadika, Jiva Atita, pure existence is possible. We have the doubt, suspicion about it. That will continue till we, in the meditation seat, enter into that Nirvikalpa Anubhuti, which will come when we try. Then first time it will be very shocking, jerking. Slowly, then we get habituated to it. In that habit of it, we will be frequently visiting that experience. Stationed in that, then again taking up the upadhi as per requirement, we may conduct outside in the interest of the world or all the as the divine plans. So, Hrudaya Guhaka Akasha Guhayam Parame Anande Advaite Pratishtita Parisamapta Bhavati Annamayad Pravruttaha Annamayad Atmana Adipravrutta. Little. What problem is what? Ki with our outer positions, with our deha, the tadatma being so strong that I as a Brahman can be. About this, there is doubt. One can try and see when we sit on the seat of japa or anything. तो कुछ समय जप करने के बाद really we go beyond anna and prana level. We can discover ourselves at the mind level. We can go to intellectual contemplation inquiry level. आनंद लेवल एवरीडे वी आर गोइंग आनंद में कोश की बात हम कह रहे हैं निद्रा. So without entering into the आनंद कोश through विज्ञान गुहा we can reach to that. So I am like conscious infinite space. पकड़ लो इस बात को. That is the being infinite and being conscious and being existence. That itself is experienced as the bliss. मैं एम्प्टी नहीं हूं, मैं भरा हुआ हूं, भरपूर हूं मैं. I am empty of the worldliness, but full of the Paramatma Tattva. That's why Aham Purnaha Asmi. Purnata. That's the whole problem, no? Gross world का आदत होकर subtle को we are not able to understand. तो रिश्वत का आदत हो गया. So then without रिश्वत, how can my monthly expenses can be met? Like then people are habituated so many ways in the negative things that without that how can I, he says. वो हाथ चला ही जाता है उस काम को करने में. मिलावट करने वाला दूध में पानी, अब उसको चेंज होता ही नहीं है विदाउट मिक्सिंग. यू विल बी बेचैन बेचैन ओनली. अंडरस्टूड. इन द सेम वे we are in a bechani of living in this upadhi, because of which there will be always a fear and doubt. Can be nirupadika existence possible? Actually the fact तो है ना, existence तो purely nirupadika only. That is the actual truth. And our being is that. Being that, again we can play the play if we want. So in this way, Sa Esha Bhargavi Varni Vidya Parame Vyoman Pratishtita. What is Pratishtita in Parama Vyoma? The Bhargavi Varuni Vidya. Bhrugu received and Varuna given Vidya. What is the meaning of Pratishtha? There it becomes Parisamapta. तो परमे व्योम में प्रतिष्ठिता हुआ क्या मतलब? In that हृदय आकाशा, in the form of experience of Advaita Ananda Brahma, there it concluded. So which Vidya? Brahma Vidya. So what is Brahman therefore? Pure, conscious, blissful, Advaita existence. Hmm? Like the water and waves. Looking at the water as waves, 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 we imagine that without wave, what cannot be. But below the ocean, if you see, there is no wave at all. Homogeneous water. Understood? Homogeneous water. In the same way, homogeneous, blissful, conscious, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. An Anubhuti. In the ignorance of which the whole world is projected. We have to reach to that experience. Then our all limitations go away because of upadhi. We discover our effortless, infinite, blissful nature. Having said so, then Kim Yah evam Anyah api tapasa eva sadhanena anena eva kramena anupravishya. So not only the Bhrugu, anybody else who gets the conviction about Brahma to be gained for moksha does the same tapasya done by him of same sadhana done by him of tapasya. भृगु की तरह ही तपस्या अगर करेगा तो तपसा एव साधनेन अनेन एव क्रमेण and in this krama one by one from the anna to the prana from prana to the mana from mana to the vijnana from vijnana to hridaya akasha to the in the akasha the jnata is dropping the instruments with which he is becoming jnata, then he will be found to be the Jnapti Swarupa infinite conscious blissful Ekameva Advayam self. So whoever is trying like that, Anena Kramena Anupravishya, having entered Anandam Brahma Veda. So Ya Evam Veda Pratitishthati. Anyone who does, he will also Saha Evam Vidya Pratishthanat Pratitishthati. He will also establish in his own experience as the Brahman, whoever tried like the Bhrugu has done. So, Anande Parame Brahmani. So, in the Parama Brahma Ananda, you will get Pratishtita established. So, put it Brahma Eva Bhavati Ityarthaha. So, he remains himself as the Brahman. Remains. Brahma Eva Bhavati Ityarthaha. So, Brahma with Apnoti Param. Param is Brahman only. Therefore, Brahma with Apnoti Brahma Eva. Then there Brahma with Apnoti. Both are only the sadhanas. Why? There is no two people that there is one Brahman and I am the Brahma Veta. Second, Apnoti. There are no two things that the Brahman is the object to be gained, I am the gainer, like in the world. But in the effort while doing sadhana, while listening and all, we talk in this language that I am pursuing Brahman, I am meditating on Brahman, I am trying to discover or realize Brahman. This is how we have to say in language. But here, ultimately, when we reach it, it is not the Brahman as if something other than me that I have obtained it or I have known it. To remove those notions, the last line में आदि शंकर भगवान sweetly said ब्रह्म एव भवति इत्यर्थः. So ब्रह्मवित् ब्रह्म प्राप्नोति ब्रह्मवित् ब्रह्म भवति. He discovers himself to be not the conditional expression but the unconditional infinite. It is like what any example pot space. That pot space inside the pot, conditioned by the walls of the pot, finds to be in that shape, in that size, etc. So to the Brahman in this pot of Stula Sukshma Karana Sharira, considering himself to be of that. But if this space contemplates and breaks the walls of the pot in the contemplation, no need to break the walls. What it discovers? that shape which he was having inside, the conditioning which it was having inside, the limitation which all of them are gone. I am the infinite space. So to I am a jiva through the upadhi. Talking on this so much, we really give the upadhi and the jiva bhava importance. Actually, this is illusory. I am the unconditional, infinite, all pervading, pure conscious existence. But that experience will come only when I discover that first in my heart. When I discover it, Hridaya Akasha, that is why Ananda Brahma Advaita बताते हैं उनको बार बार. Once it is reached, then my identity with the whole universal, pure, conscious, blissful existence. Whoever does it other than Bhrugu, every one of them will achieve it too. So evam vidya pratishthanat pratitishthati anande parame brahmani brahma eva bhavati ityartha. So with this, the second mantra of the sixth anuvaka we have done. Now the third one. Drushtam cha phalam tasya uchyate. So the sukshma phala of Brahmanubhuti anyway he has got. But there is for him when he comes to express through the upadhi, as long as upadhi prarabdha is there, the drushta phala also is mentioned here by the Shruti Mata. These things again when we listen, the notions, the doubts go away. So experiencing Brahman, that's why is what? Both transcendental and immanent. And after experiencing the transcendental Brahman, we understand and accept that immanently, in and through everything, he alone is expressing with his own Maya, power, Shakti. So at that time, I am also, though inside I am a Brahmanubhuta, given a set of upadhi to perform in the world in a particular manner for a particular the outer purpose. At that time, what are the drushta phala he will get of this Brahma Vidya is mentioned in this third mantra. Chant it 2 times. Annavanannado bhavate mahan bhavate prajaya pashubhir brahma varchasena mahan kirtya अन्नवानन्नादो भवते महान् भवति प्रजया पशुभिर् ब्रह्मवर्चसेन महान् कीर्त्या. This Brahma Gnani, along with his Brahma Anubhuti, when he expresses through Upadhi, he will have these Drushta Phala. सूक्ष्म फल क्या है कि I have unconditioned ekameva advaya infinite conscious existence bliss. Remember the man remaining as man, is he not acting as husband or father and all? When he is giving up that husbandhood or fatherhood, is he ceasing to exist? No, he is existing as the substratum of all of that, called as a man. So too, when I transcend the 5 koshas and reach to the Ananda Atma inside Vijnana, remember, I am not ceasing to exist, but I am experiencing myself to be that pure, conscious, blissful, infinite Ekameva, the existence that on that only as substratum or support or upadhana nimittadi karana, the entire world of name and forms are projected. Now see, be very attentive to catch this point. Okay, the absolutely infinite truth has become absolutely, what is it, hidden or unacceptable and absolutely non-existing. The world of names and forms of Sthula Sukshma Karana are accepted to be so real. This is called the power of delusion. It's like the absolute waking world is totally forgotten and never existing. The dream world is seen as to be so much real in the dream. Aghatiта Ghatana Patiyasi Maya. How it appears to be real, isn't it? When we are in the dream. Wow, wow. There's nothing called waking plane. यही नहीं जो यही सत्य है. You can't even imagine that there is some plane called as waking, which is a substratum for the whole dream world. Uttuna reality to the dream we give and go through. But when you wake up, think, no, this is real, that is not at all. Same way, the grossness has become so real to us because of millions of lives of practice. Therefore, the subtle existence and ourselves existing as subtle self appears to be frightening, threatening, all of that. कि कैसे रहता हूं मैं बिना उपाधियों का, whereas that is actual self, that is actual reality. Hmm. Our nature is to be silent, but the talkative fellow बोलो उसको बिना बोले रहो. How can I be without talking? He says. उसको जो आदत हुआ है. Otherwise, there's nothing to talk in this world except about Paramatma. But we get habituated. Okay. Now, in this last third mantra, for this Brahma Vidya Prapti, if one gets what is the phala, that phala shruti, drushta phala is being explained here. So, drushtam cha phalam tasya uchyate. This has come in our first valli of Upasana. उपासना वाली वल्ली में दो तीन बार आया, इधर भी दो तीन बार आएगा आगे जा करके. So, that Brahma Jnani, along with Prapti of the Brahma Anubhuti, he many conducts through the Upadhi in the world. As the Upadhi is there, these are his byproduct phala he gets. What are they? One by one. Annavan annado bhavati, mahan bhavati, prajaya pashubihi brahmavarchasena, mahan kirtya. So directly with the Bhashyam we study. First, Annavan bhavati. What is the meaning of Annavan bhavati? Prabhutam annam asya vidyate iti Annavan. One Prabhutam means large, huge quantities of Anna he will have. That is the Falashruti. How, why, we need not ask. That's how the world is made and functional. That such a Brahmagnani, he becomes Annavan. Prabhutam Annava Asya Vidyate iti Annavan. Lot of Anna will be there. No, that's why you see the great saints, Mahatmas. Just by the blessings of Indra or someone, they get the Akshay Patra. With that infinite Annam or Kamadhenu or Kalpavruksha or Chintamani or that one, इतना उनके अन्न का डरते नहीं होता. No, we have seen that the Bharadwaja Muni, when he received Bharatji with thousands of people coming, Bharatji is going to ask Lord how to return. हजारों लाखों इतने लोग थे वो. He said food for you. He just did that mantra Kamadhenu Japa. Whole Anna, whatever wanted by everyone, was lavishly served there. Hundreds, thousands, whatever varieties that are possible. Because he is a Brahmagnani. Therefore, Annavana Bhavati. Hmm. अन्नवान भव. इस तरह दृष्टफल, ये दृष्टफल का एक्चुअली जरूरत नहीं है. वंस द ब्रह्मानुभूति इज टोल्ड इट्स ओवर, बट द स्टूडेंट नो, but there is a doubt. Okay, what about later on sustenance, etc. For the upadhi ityadi, when it comes, then for the sake of that, the guru has to explain that he will become annavan, the drishtafala. So now, why do you say annavan means prabhutam annam? Lot of food. Why did you say? Because satta matre to sarvohi annavan iti. Because anyone existing has got their own annam. अन्न खा रहे हैं इसलिए तो जी रहे हैं वो लोग. Therefore, if we give the meaning annavan means they have anna, a Ajnani who has not realized the self also has got anna, no? So therefore वहाँ ज्ञान का महिमा कहाँ है? Therefore here annavan bhavati. The Shruti said we have to understand it as prabhutam annavan bhavati. Infinite quantity of annam he will have. That's the meaning. Because the finite quantity of the annam, if you interpret, Ajnani also has got it. Merely by survival, everyone has got anna. Even the animals, plants. वो जी रहे हैं मतलब उसके बाद अन्न है. Therefore, annavan cannot be just annavan. It is the prabhutam annavan. Whole world of food will be at his disposal. Okay? Satta matrene to sarvo hi annavan. So by mere existence, everybody is proving that they are annavan. नहीं तो खाने के बिना कोई बंदा जिएगा ही नहीं ना. जिंदा है का मतलब he has got the anna. Therefore, iti vidyayah visheshah sah syat. Therefore, to tell the vishesha of the vidya, annavan means prabhutam annavan. This is what we commented. Prabhutam annavan bhavat. Some Mahatmas, with their Sankalpa Shakti, how very hundreds and thousands of Annakshetras go on getting operated in the world. That Kali Kamli Wala Kam, dekho, what a saint he was, great. How many ashrams on his name give खाना to how many hundreds and thousands. Now थोड़े और आए हैं लेकिन उनके टाइम में वो एक ही होता था. हजारों को फीडिंग करते हुए. Never dearth of the food. अन्नवान भव. There are some ashramas like that. The presence of that Mahatma, Sankalpa, any number of people come, there's a food is being served there. But all these Anna Brahma Upasana will come from the next Anuvaka, very important. So Annavan Bhavati is one thing explained, Bhutam Annam. So all varieties of food with maximum quantity at all times and places is ready at his disposal. That's the meaning of Annavan Bhavati. Clear? Second one, Annadaha Bhavati. What is Annadaha? Evam Annam Atti iti Annadaha. Not only has got the food, but he become the consumer of the food also. What is the meaning of he becoming consumer of the food? Means Deepta Agnihi Bhavati Ityartaha. That in his Jatara, the Jatara Agni will be Pradeepta Prajwalita all the time. That he can become even the eater of the Anna and get digested also of it. Fully Trupti Rupena. Anna Adaha Bhavati. Is it not? Because many people have lot of food to eat, but their system is so bad that थोड़ा भी खा लिया उनको भर जाता है या ओवर ईटिंग हो जाता है. But Ajmi, how many people are there in this world? Allah means he can consume that food and digest also. Okay, at the gross subtler level, he has got all the anna, but he has no arrogance at all that he has got all that anna and on his name or because of him hundreds and thousands are fed. भोजन given, वो अहंकार उनका जीर्ण हो जाता है. He gets the arrogance digested. He's not, I am the giver, the Paramatma giver, that way. But the gross direct meaning is he will have sufficient food, he has sufficient power of hunger, consuming the food, and power of digestion. That सारा सबसे systematic हो रहा है. In the world we see the paradox. जिसको बहुत खाना हजम होकर भूख लगती है, उसको खाना नहीं मिलता. And the fellow who has lot to eat, उसको हजम ही नहीं होता. You can see lot of rich people. Minimum they eat. Some are exceptions, they are glutton, they are born for that. But बाकी लोग ना थोड़ा ही खा लेते हैं वो लोग. बहुत रिच है लेकिन very less. Maybe some professional reasons. कुछ भी कहो. So there is no necessity that Annavan should be Annada also. and Annada should be Annavana also. Not necessary in Vyavahara as we see. But when we do this Upasana, when we are in this Brahma Vidya Prapti, such one becomes both simultaneously. Annavan having Prabhutam Annam and Annadaha Annam Atti. Clear? Deeptagnihi Bhavati Ityartaha. So the two Drushta Phalas are told. Plenty of food will have, plenty of hunger, plenty of eating, plenty of digestion also of that without any problems. Annadaha Bhavati. And remember, whenever the word anna is used, such context, Vedanta mein, every consumable thing through every faculty is called anna. So through the mouth we eat the food, that is anna anyway. But through the ears we listen to the sound, that is also anna. आंखों से we look at the forms, they all become the anna. Touch के साथ we have touch of all स्पर्श. So the Shabda Sparsha Roop Rasagandha or the Anna here. Yad Rakhna. So too, he became Brahman or he discovered Brahman. Therefore, he'll have as much Brahman as God. Annavan Bhavati, Anna Adaha Bhavati, all the consumable goods, all that are required for survival, every one of them are with him. Annavan and Annada. Included in that, you can all add your kursi, sofa, etc.